Welcome back. This video is for the Windows Framework for UI Toolkit. In this video, we'll be covering how to use UXML documents as your content if you want to use UI Builder. Now, if you remember last time, we had set up the scene. We had created a custom window type with memory. We had set up a couple of buttons to open the window, and it reopened on its own. In this video, we're going to add some content to this one using a UXML document. Now, when you're loading UXML documents, I would recommend using the resources folder. It avoids a lot of pathing problems when you start adding hard-coded paths. Using the resource load, which I'll show you in just a second, makes it a relative path essentially. It looks in the resources and then whatever path you find within there. So if you move this folder around somewhere else, it doesn't break your project. Let me switch over to here. Now here we have a basic UXML document I created. I've added just a visual element, a UXML label, and a slider just so you can see what's what there. So I've given the label the name, and that's how you access the data once it is loaded into the tree. It is case sensitive, so remember that. Okay. And all you have to do once you have this built, in order to use that as your content, is, if you remember, we have our window being created here. We're adding a new method for create UXML content, and it's a very simple method. Here it is. We load the UXML asset as a visual tree asset using resources load so that we don't have to use hard-coded paths. Just use it relative to the resources folder, any resources folder. And you don't use the file extension, you just use the file name. Then we clone that tree into a visual element that will become its wrapper, its content, basically. And once we do that, it is ready to go. You can then look for your elements in there just like you would any other queried element. Just make sure that name here matches correctly as you assigned it in your UI Builder. And then we're going to reset the text from the label default to your UXML label just so you can see it works. And then we're going to return the content, which is all of this put together. Oh, here we go. Let it compile and hit play. Now you can see our content was added. The label did get its text renamed because we were able to find it. We have our slider here. It could obviously use some styling, but that's not the purpose of this video. It's just to show you how to add it, how you can do it. Now UI Builder is really nice, and it does give you that very pretty visual design. But there are a couple caveats. Be careful. I've noticed when you upgrade from versions, Unity versions, sometimes they've changed something and it just refuses to load. So, keep that in mind when you decide whether you're going to go straight code or visual imports. Both are perfectly viable options. In the next video, I'll be showing you how to reconfigure the contextual menu. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.